Good morning. It's a cold and a frosty start to the day today, but for many of us, there'll be lengthy sunny spells. A bit more cloud across the far north of Scotland could produce the odd shower, and it's also going to be fairly breezy around the English Channel. But I'll have all the details in about 10 minutes. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Very well, thanks, Naga. And the weather today really is set fair, but it is a cold start. There's a widespread frost. Some of us have higher temperatures than others at the moment. So in Aboyne in Aberdeenshire, it's -3. Birmingham -1. Edinburgh only 2. London only 4. Cardiff 5. And Belfast 7. So if you're just heading out, it is a nippy start to the day. But as Naga mentioned, most of us will have sunshine today. It's strong sunshine, and it's also going to be mostly dry. I say mostly because you can see this cloud coming in across the north of Scotland. That could produce the odd shower, for example, across Shetland. There'll be a bit more cloud turning the sunshine hazy in central Scotland through the course of the day. But apart from that, a lot of sunshine, breezy across the English Channel and coastlines adjacent to it, gusting 30, 40 miles an hour, for example, but inland the breezes are light, but it will feel cool along this North Sea coastline. The highest temperatures today will be about 16, 17, maybe 18 out towards the west. Now, as we head on through the evening and overnight, still under clear skies, it's going to be cold. The temperature will fall away quite rapidly. We still have this cloud across the far north of Scotland and also quite breezy across the English Channel. These are our temperatures: -1 in Norwich, +3 in Liverpool. Then, as we head on in towards the weekend, we remain with a lot of settled conditions. There'll be a lot of sunshine around, and these are our temperatures. Look at this in Glasgow on Friday, we could hit 19, as we could across parts of northwest England. But by Sunday, temperatures slipping a little bit. The average at this time of year is roughly 11 to about 15 degrees north to south. And worth mentioning too that the pollen level today will be high, particularly so out towards the west. Naga and Ben.
That certainly crept in, those pollen levels, but I'll take it with the sunshine. Carol, thanks so much.
Pleasure. Morning. It is a lovely start to the day for some of us. Good morning to you too. It's lovely, it's frosty, and as you can guess from that sentence alone, it is also cold. In the Highlands and Kimbraes, it's currently -6. In Manchester, -1, the same in Weybourne. Glasgow, +1. Northern Ireland, parts of it 2 degrees. In Armagh, Milford Haven in Pembrokeshire, 7 degrees. Now, the forecast, as Ben alluded to there, is dry. We still have some strong sunshine. High pressure's plonked right across the British Isles. The air moves around it in a clockwise direction, so it'll be pretty breezy today across the English Channel and across the southwest of England, with gusts 30 to 40 miles an hour. But you can see lovely blue skies from the word go across the country. A bit more cloud across the far north of Scotland could produce a shower in Shetland. And through the day, there'll be some fair weather cloud turning the sunshine hazy across central and southern Scotland. Now, if you have an allergy to tree pollen, this won't be good news. The levels are high across Northern Ireland, central southern Scotland, and a lot of England and all of Wales. So something just to consider if you're heading out. They're moderate in the southeast. Here we've got an onshore breeze, and the same too across southern areas. These circles actually indicate the strength of the breeze, the average wind speed that is. So you can see it's nothing really to write home about apart from in the south and the southwest. Temperatures today ranging from about 14 in Hull, 16 in Glasgow to 17 in Cardiff. As we go through this evening and overnight, under clear skies, the temperature will fall away quite quickly. Still going to be breezy across the English Channel, and we still will have this cloud toppling across our area of high pressure. So where we've got the cloud, it's not going to be as cold. Where we've got the clear skies, it will be. And once again, it will be cold enough for a touch of frost. So here's our high pressure tomorrow. If anything, it's just eked a little bit further east, not much, but it will have a change in the wind direction out towards the west. So for Northern Ireland, Wales in the southwest, it will be breezier tomorrow, but still across the English Channel, gusting 30, 35 miles an hour. After a cold and frosty start, a lot of sunshine with patches of cloud here and there, potentially a little bit of drizzle coming out of the cloud across the far north. Chilly if you're walking right the way along the coast, particularly the southeast. But we've still got temperatures of 15 in London, 17 in Birmingham and Cardiff, and 19 in Glasgow, and also in Cumbria. So if you like it sunny, dry and warm, you're in for a treat. If you're crying out for rain, there's no significant rain in the forecast, certainly this week. Ben and Naga.
I'm quite pleased about it.
It's from a little place in West London called Library. Oh no, that's true. That's not a cutting comment. That's actually true. It's from our library. It's the stock
It was
picture.
beautiful.
And
If
it's beautiful.
anybody recognises
Morning, it's a cold and a frosty start to the day today, but for most of us, it's going to be a sunny one as well. A bit more cloud across the north of Scotland could produce the odd shower, and it's also fairly breezy across the English Channel and areas adjacent to it. I'll have all the details in about 10 minutes. Very true, and as you say, the dog does it every day just nonchalantly, and you've been training for a long time. Typical. Good morning, everybody. This morning, for many of us, it's a cold and a frosty start to the day, but it's the beauty as well. Some lovely sunrises. You can see that picture from Gloucestershire from one of our weather watchers. Now, the forecast is a dry one and it's a sunny one, but we do have the odd bit of cloud, for example, across Dartmoor this morning. Breezy through the English Channel, the Channel Islands, the southwest, gusting around about 30 to 40 miles an hour, and that will continue through the day. But for Wales, the Midlands, East Anglia, Northern England, Northern Ireland and Scotland, virtually clear skies. Now, there is a bit more cloud across the Western and Northern Isles, and that will be with us through the course of the day as well. And what you may find is it could produce just one or two showers. The breeze continues, as I mentioned, across the south and the southwest. Temperatures getting up to 17 in Cardiff, 16 in Liverpool and 16 in Glasgow, but cooler right on the shore of the North Sea coastline. Here we've got an onshore breeze. As we head on through the evening and overnight, with all this sunshine by day, we've got clear skies. So the temperature will fall away quite quickly. We'll hang on to the cloud across the far north of Scotland. Could produce some drizzle. Still breezy across southern areas as well. And temperature-wise, well, many of us just above or just below freezing. Where we've got a bit more cloud, temperatures will hold up that little bit more. So once again tomorrow, we're going to be waking up to a touch of frost. But tomorrow, another beautiful day. Sunny, dry, bit more cloud at times across the north and the east of Scotland. Temperatures tomorrow could get up to 19 in Glasgow and also Liverpool, so around Cumbria too. But still a wee bit nippy if you are walking along the North Sea coastline. Now, whilst all this dry weather remains, it's not good news for everyone, of course, because farmers and growers, gardeners, there's no sign of any significant rainfall in the forecast, certainly till the end of this week. Ben and Naga.
Carol, and you know that amazing picture you showed us a little earlier that came
Yes.
from your archive, let's call it an archive, not a library.
Yes.
Dirlston Bay, Dorset, there you go.
Is
Our
it?
wonderful
Oh,
viewers
well
have told
done,
us.
whoever found that out.
Yes, so
That's
there we go. Add a
brilliant.
little
Thank
label
you.
to that picture if you want to use it again.
I will do. Thanks,
Carol.
Ben. Well, good morning to you too. Naga is absolutely right. There is frost this morning, quite a widespread frost at that too. Our weather watcher's picture from Suffolk tells the story quite nicely. Many of us starting off on that cold note, but with a lot of sunshine, and many of us hanging on to that sunshine through the course of the day. The forecast is largely dry. If you're looking for any significant rain in the forecast in the next few days, well, there isn't any. Best chance of seeing some rain potentially is later on Monday into Tuesday, but that will be across the north of Scotland and it may not be significant either. So what we have at the moment is high pressure dominating our weather, the wind moving around it in a clockwise direction, so gusty winds at times through the English Channel and coastlines adjacent to it. But a lot of dry weather. The cloud across northern Scotland, the very far north, could produce the odd shower at times, but not much more than that. And a little bit more fair weather cloud will develop across central and southern Scotland through the course of the afternoon. So that will turn the sunshine hazy. Pollen levels, though, if you have an allergy to birch, plane or ash, well, you might find it a wee bit sniffly today. You can see a lot of us have high pollen levels. And temperature-wise, well, it's not going to feel too bad at all, because we've only got light breezes. Perhaps stronger breezes coming in across the English Channel and at times along the North Sea coastline, just knocking back those temperatures a little bit here. But we're still going to see 16 in Glasgow, 14 in Belfast, 15 in Birmingham and 17 in Cardiff. The average north to south is roughly 11 to 15. Through this evening and overnight, under those clear skies, temperatures will fall away really quickly. Again, we've got that breeze coming in across the English Channel. Still a fair bit of cloud across the far north of Scotland, but at least that will help maintain the temperature level. Elsewhere, where the cloud remains broken, it's going to be cold enough for some frost. So a slight change in the weather tomorrow in the sense that the high pressure's drifted very, well, not much actually, eastwards. And you can see out towards the west, the isobars are a wee bit closer together. So tomorrow will be breezier for Northern Ireland, for Wales, and also for Devon and Cornwall, but still gusty winds through the English Channel and the Channel Islands. Temperatures tomorrow a little bit higher, 19 in Glasgow, 19 around Liverpool and Manchester, and generally the same round about Cumbria, but still always feeling fresher if you're going for a walk, for example, along the shoreline. As we head on into the weekend, it remains dry, mostly sunny, still chilly nights, some of us seeing some frost. So to have a little closer look at that, you can see what I mean in some of our towns and cities. Perhaps on Sunday there will be a wee bit more cloud around, but again, that is still open to question. Dan and Naga.
Carol, thanks.
Ben! Sorry, Ben and
Oh.
Naga. I could have got away with that one. Sorry,
I
Ben.
used to
Thanks,
like
Susan.
you, Carol.
Did you?
Yeah, that's the biggest shock. Ben liking anyone. Carol, thanks very much.
You're
Thank
forgiven.
Thank you. Cold enough, frosty start to the day today, but for many of us, it's also a sunny one. Now, as we go through the day, a little bit more cloud will develop, turning the sunshine hazy in places. And the other thing is, it's pretty breezy across the English Channel. I'll put all that together for you in about 10 minutes. You're very exciting, Ben. And you're
Thank you.
absolutely right as well, actually. Because there are still night frosts. I've got the same conundrum as we were saying yesterday with my tomatoes. Keep them in, put them out. Anyway, today we're starting off on a chilly note with some of that frost that Ben was referring to there. And you can see some lovely blue skies in Edinburgh. But today, many of us starting off with blue skies and a chilly note. And it will stay dry for much of the day. I say most because we've got a little bit more cloud just flirting with the north of Scotland. That could produce the odd shower, but a lot of sunshine. A little bit more fair weather cloud developing more particularly in central and southern Scotland through the course of the afternoon, turning the sunshine hazy, and gusty winds through the English Channel, gusting 30-40 miles an hour, and also to coastlines adjacent to the English Channel. Now, temperatures 16 degrees in Newcastle, 16 in Cardiff, but feeling cooler with the onshore breeze across the southeast this morning and actually into the afternoon. Now, if this dry weather is tempting you to have a barbecue, as we go into the latter part of the afternoon and the early evening, you can see hazy sunshine across much of Scotland. Northern Ireland, you'll hang on to the sunshine. Northern England, you will too, as will Wales, the Midlands, East Anglia and southern counties. But don't forget, you might find if you are having a barbecue, your rolls end up in Plymouth or Bude because it will be quite gusty out there. Now, this evening and overnight, while the wind will still be a feature across southern areas, we'll have clear skies, the temperature will fall away. There's cloud in the north and west thick enough to produce the odd spot of drizzle time to time, but hanging on to the higher temperatures here. But elsewhere, cold enough under clear skies for another frost. So tomorrow we start off on a cold note, a largely dry note. Still this cloud across the far north and east of Scotland. Still gusty winds across the English Channel as well. But we've got more of a breeze coming in across Northern Ireland, West Wales and the southwest. But the highest temperatures will actually be in the west. So northwest Wales, northwest England and also parts of western Scotland. Ben and Naga.
Thank you. You got my name right. Thanks, Carol.
I know, I was really thinking about it.
it was-
I
Ben.
could see you
I'm so
thinking.
sorry.
It was enunciated very clearly. Very, very
Ben.
clear. Yes, indeed.
I've been called so much.
How very dear indeed. Ben, shame on you. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful start to the day across most of the UK today. You can see the blue skies in Northwich and Cheshire. And today it is going to be largely dry after a cold and frosty start. At the moment, the temperature in Braemar is -3. In Cambridge, it's only +3. In Ayr, 4. Rill, 5, Swanage and Catesbridge in Northern Ireland, 7. So you can see there's no heat wave. But in this strong sunshine, what you'll find is the temperature will romp up quite quickly. Now, what we have today is a little bit of cloud toppling around an area of low pressure. That might well produce a shower or two. And the wind coming onshore across the southeast will mean here onshore it will be that little bit cooler, gusty winds across the English Channel and also the coastline adjacent. And we've also got a high pollen count across many parts of the country, and it's tree pollen that's prevalent at the moment. Light winds though, and temperatures out of the wind, we're looking at 15 or 16 degrees, but as I mentioned, a little bit cooler with the onshore breeze around the North Sea coastline. Now, as we head on through the evening and overnight, quite quickly, temperatures will fall away. We'll have clear skies. In the north, there will be a bit more cloud, which could produce some drizzle, but it will also keep the temperatures that little bit higher. But where we've got the clear skies, that's where the temperatures will fall away, low enough for a touch of frost, and we hang on to the gusty winds across the English Channel. Now, as we head on to Friday, Saturday and Sunday, there'll be breezy conditions in the west, still gusty winds on Friday in the English Channel, but as you can see, a lot of dry weather. It does look like on Sunday we might just see a little bit more cloud. The jury's still out on that one, and highs, well, the temperature's starting to slide as we head towards Sunday. If you're looking for significant rainfall in the forecast, though, there's none, certainly, until the early part of next week when we might see some rain coming in across the northwest of